Now let's get right on over here to Colossus. I could have learned swim from Moneybags, but there's no point yet because it's not needed in this level.
A yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him.
Alrighty.
By concentrating, I should be able to open this door for you.
By the way, there's something later in this level which is kind of strange. It always bugged me. So yeah, anyway, these statues will be used for a little side mission in this place.
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
Enemies like those yaks are too big to be charged. Your flame attack should easily take care of large enemies.
As we've already learned. It is weird how these Spyro games always seem to give tutorials, like, too late for things. Like, most people probably would have figured it out just through experimentation.
Defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle. The spirit particles will activate the power-up in that world. If a power-up is inactive, you need to defeat more enemies.
Is it just me, or is her voice, like, higher pitched there than it usually is?
Hey, look what I can do!
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder how those work, though. Are those like magic chants or something? Because this place obviously isn't very high-tech, so I doubt like it runs on like a password system or something. Like I doubt there's computers listening for certain phrases. Why am I even questioning this? I'm questioning the logic of Spyro. To boot, I'm questioning the logic of the Spyro game that takes place in arguably the most magical realm of all the Spyro games.
Remember Hunter's advice? You will glide farthest if you press the X button at the very top of your jump.
Seriously, it seems like her voice is different all of a sudden. One more enemy and that will be active. By the way, here's the weird thing I mentioned.
Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should kill that yeti. He's pretty tough, though. In fact, I'm not so sure you're up to it.
Yeah, it says torch, but he says kill. Like, I know this is a kid's game, so maybe they didn't just want to outright, like, type kill in the box, but if that's the case, why did they have him say it to begin with? Well, let's go ahead and do this. Pfft, idiot.
I thought the yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all bark. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the yeti didn't eat it.
So we still have some stuff left to do in Colossus, as you could plainly tell. In fact, right over here, there's a very interesting little mini-game we can play. And this is also where we can get the first skill point in the game. Skill points are a new thing for Spyro 2. Or a new thing that, like, began with Spyro 2. The third game also has them. Basically, a skill point is essentially an achievement.
Ah, Spyro, welcome! We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport. Would you like to join in a match against our goalkeeper? You have 2 minutes to score 5 goals in the red goal.
Anyway, you can't do it this time. There's actually like 2 matches for this. The second one's a lot more difficult. But yeah, in the second match, if you can score like 5 points without the others scoring any at all, then you'll get a skill point. And there's a special little bonus you get if you get every skill point in the entire game. They don't factor into the percentage. It's like getting all the skill points has nothing to do with the 100% completion rating. But it's something I always try to do anyway. And no skill points are missable. So if you fail getting them once, you can just try again. Also, hey Spyro, will you get the puck, please? Also, you can just go into the goal in order to get a point, too. You don't even have to spit the puck into the goal. If you're lucky, sometimes he'll hit the puck, like, straight at you.
Well done! Have this! Would you like to try a game of one-on-one? The first to score 5 goals wins. You are shooting at the red goal. Off you go.
So here's the game where we can get the skill point. So yeah, this red-shirted dude here, you can't let him score any goals if you want the skill point. Ah, there we go. He spat it right at me. Ah, shoot. Yeah, you can flame him to knock him down. Oh, good. Thank you. That went very much in my favor. Oh, this is going very much in my favor. It's practically helping me win. Oh wow. This is amazing. Wow, this might just be the fastest I've ever beaten this hockey minigame. I wasn't sure if he was going to hit it or not there. Wow.
Well done! Have this. If you stare at it long enough, you might not see anything.
That doesn't sound very good. I think we should refrain from staring into orbs. And you can go out there and just mess around if you want, but... Yeah, you notice we got a life, and you heard that little sound effect? That indicates you got the skill point. So anyway, when that yeti got crushed, he actually counted as a kill, so now these things are active. And here's the professor dude from the intro. He's in some levels.
Oh, thank goodness you scared that evil spirit away. But now it will hide in the statues. If you were to flame all 10 statues, I'm sure you would chase it away for good.
So now we have to flame all 10 of these statues. They turn green and evil now. And the spirit is somehow inhabiting, like, all 10 of them at once. Doesn't make much sense, but whatever. This level's probably got to have, like, the strangest level music in the game. Okay, that's all the treasure from that thing. Oh good, there's all the treasure in Colossus. Now we just have to get that orb. The last orb, which is gotten from flaming all the statues, and I just fell. Isn't there also one in here? Thought there was. Yeah, there we go. Actually, I don't think there's anything up there. I think the two other statues were on ground level, but let me go on up there anyway. Was there anything up here? Was there like a life or anything? No, there's nothing there. Okay.
Well done, Spyro! You've scared the evil spirit away! Why don't you take this? I borrowed it from the temple. They don't need it.
And there we go. Yeah, the game makes it pretty clear when you 100% a level, so we are all done with Colossus. and the criminal flees the scene. I'm pretty sure that dude just murdered someone, but anyway, now we're done with Colossus. Let's go learn swimming for Moneybags and finish up Idle Springs.
Spyro, would you like to learn to swim underwater? I suppose I could teach you for a small fee. Great! Okay, when you jump in the water, you can use the D-pad to move around the surface, use square to dive underwater. When you are underwater, use X to paddle and square to charge.
And we will do that later. For now, let's go to Idle Springs. Well, actually, before we go back to Idle Springs, let's go ahead and get something over here. Wow, Spyro, please stop whacking into things. That couldn't be good for your head. I mean, I know you got a really hard head. I mean that in, like, the least offensive way possible, but... yeah, we can get stuff here now, including an orb. There's our little orb. Just waiting for us to get up here and collect it. Look how happy it is, just bouncing. It's like, pick me up, pick me up. And I gotcha. Now let's finish this place up. Now first off, before I actually go down there and do anything, I'm going to go straight to the end of the level and get back up to where that rocket is so I can break the treasure chest. So, see you there. Oh, well, okay, apparently the rockets are one-time use in this game. I actually did not know that. I thought that, yeah. Normally I do this level first, like before going to Colossus, so normally I would get that on my first time through. So I didn't know that if you use those rockets and then come back later, the rockets are actually, like, you know, still gone and the broken stuff is still broken. I actually learned something about this game that I didn't know, or maybe I knew, like, in the past and I just forgot about it, but... I can't remember any levels where I, like, used a rocket to break something and then had to come back later in order to get more stuff. Or it could also be that I just didn't notice, because even if I did do that, it was also... I mean, it was like, yeah, I guess you guys know it. Well, you guys probably don't know what I mean. I mean, like, oh, hey, there's all the gems. But, I probably just, like, broke something, and then I was able to get all the gems without having to come back later in order to retrieve them.
I've been locked in here with all our tools, and the giant idleheads won't let the workers in unless we can solve the 3 puzzles they've given us. The first puzzle is to turn all these blocks yellow. If you have trouble, come back and talk to me.
So yeah, this is one of those puzzles. You know, the kind where when you jump on one block, it changes the color of every block adjacent to it. Well, if I remember correctly, I think this is the way to solve it. Oh, whoa. There we go.
Wow, Spyro, you did it! I mean, I knew you could do it. Now, meet me at the pond for the next challenge.
Yeah, that puzzle, basically, all you have to do is just jump on the corner ones and you'll solve it, but... oh, man. I remember, like, the first few times I played the game, I didn't know, like, specifically how to solve it, so I just trial and errored the thing, and it took forever. Although, that's honestly a really small puzzle. I've played other games with much larger puzzles like that. I mean, heck, I just recently replayed through the first Alundra game, and there's like one with like 16 blocks in that game. Also, I'm blabbing and not thinking about what I'm doing. I need to go to the pond. Here he is again.
This idol says he's hungry and won't be satisfied until he's swallowed 10 fish. He's got a sensitive stomach, so watch what kind of fish you feed him.
So yeah, don't feed him red fish. Ignore those. Just feed him the blue and yellow ones. I suppose this minigame is only hard if you have like a jumpy trigger finger or whatever. Like the moment you see a fish, you just can't help but instinctively try to flame it. Game was giving me a lot of red fish there. Wanted to ensure that I messed up. There we go, all done.
Okay, Spyro, just one more puzzle to go. I'll meet you over by the college stones for your final challenge. If you jump on these stones in the correct order, you will solve the puzzle. I only know what the first one is. It's up to you to figure the rest out.
I don't remember the exact order, but we'll figure it out pretty quickly.
If you jump on these stones in the correct order, you...
Yeah, I getcha. I actually have no idea how you're supposed to figure out the order to this. Outside of just trial and error. I never understood if there was like a way you could actually figure out this puzzle.
If you jump
That like wasn't just trial and erroring it. There we go. Easy to trial and error, thankfully.
Nice job, Spyro. You're pretty smart for a dragon. All I have to give you is this shiny thing I found in our toolbox.
Well, that's more than enough, thank you very much. I'm kind of collecting those. Yay! Now we can just exit the level. So, with Idle Springs and Colossus completed, we can now proceed further into Summer Forest by diving into here. I'm just really glad this water isn't like deadly to Spyro anymore in this game. It's cool to actually be able to swim around. And on the topic of swimming, yeah, you guys can probably guess, yeah, this game is going to have a water level, but it's actually a good water level. You know how water levels normally aren't really that good? Well, I would say Spyro 2 has one of the better water levels in gaming history.
You're well on your way, Spyro. Keep collecting talismans to help us defeat Ripto before he can take over Avalar. Oh, and keep collecting those orbs, too. The professor thinks they will help you get back to the Dragon World.
See, her voice is like normal again. Seriously, it got so weird in Colossus.
I saw something shiny at the top of this wall. You could probably get it, but you'll have to learn how to climb first.
Yeah, I figured. But yeah, there are precisely 10 gems and an orb up there. Here's Hurricos. And Sunny Beach. I like Sunny Beach because, I actually first played Spyro 2 as a demo. I don't remember what the demo was on. I don't remember if it was like on the disc that came with my PlayStation or if it was like off a Pizza Hut demo disc or something, but I played a Spyro 2 demo, and yeah, Sunny Beach and a later level called Skelos Badlands were the two levels that you could play on the demo, and I replayed both of them so many times. I have such fond memories of those levels just because of those demos. Also, this here, you'll see what this is.
Nice work, Spyro. The orbs you're carrying have activated this special portal. You won't find a talisman in the Ocean Speedway, but if you're fast, you'll get lots of treasure. Have fun.
So yeah, you know the flight levels from the first Spyro? Well, this is basically the Spyro 2 equivalent of those, the Speedway levels. Anyway, we're not gonna do that just quite yet. Now you can hear an orb bouncing in there. If you wonder how we get it, have to close that door and glide around out here. You wouldn't believe how long it took me to figure that out when I was a kid. We now have 10 orbs.
Say, Spyro, you see this wall here? I bet you're dying to know what's on the other side. If only I had a few more gems, I might be able to remember how to lower the wall. Yes, the sparkling beauty of those gems seems to have jogged my memory.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you forgot how to lower the wall. I'm sure those gems jogged your memory. Anyway, this is the water level I told you guys about. Aquaria Towers. Fun place, but we're not going to do it just yet. I want to finish collecting everything we can in Summer Forest first, and then do the other levels. I might just do the Speedway now to get it out of the way. Also, this leads to the first boss.
Hi, Spyro. This talisman door will only open if you have all 6 Summer Forest talismans. Once the door is open, Ripto and Crush will be waiting in the dungeon.
So yeah, we go there once we get all the talismans. Obviously.